We are live. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. I just finished translation of BDD.
A
Um,
BDD, a BDD is a business done different class for everyone watching. It really is a class where you specialize in regard to business and money. So it's a great class if you're not, I suppose, if you haven't got ease and peace in that area.
mm,
Mm. But we are talking about something different today.
yes, but can be also about business because entities are here to contribute.
In fact, this is a wildly different universe. This is beyond this reality. I would say that I have a massive capacity um, to ask for support from the spirit world in regard to the creation of my business. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Still learning, like to really
yeah,
know that it's here.
yeah. You're
Mm,
still learning to know that it's there and there's a support there. Yeah,
mm,
and we're trained to believe that there isn't a support there. You know what I would love to talk about. So the creator of Talk to the Entities. Talk to the Entities is based on the tools of access consciousness. Let me turn off my phone. And it is about having ease with the spirit world. And a lot of us have been, I'm going to say, told so many lies in regard to the spirit world that we tend to avoid it and we have a resistance to it, our reaction, instead of being present with what we know. And
mm.
so Talk to the Entities is about creating a wave of change, of inclusion and no judgment in regard to the spirit world, which is like huge. And so we have both obviously participated in a lot of Talk to the Entities classes. And I'm going to say the big change for me is I had bought this belief that you would see an entity the way that I would see Vendula, you know? And that belief really, I'm going to say, like, it really affected me in my daily living,
Mm,
you know? And so the way that I would perceive entities would be I would hear their thought or I would feel their feeling, and I wasn't equipped with tools to acknowledge that my way of being aware of entities was actually a psychological and a physiological communication process,
mm,
you know? And so with the tools, I would get cranky, I would overeat, I would go into complete anxiety. Um, I'm looking at the other way. Oh, I would feel suicidal,
mm,
and I was coping with life, really.
mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge because
Oh, yeah.
for me the most important part that I'm still in the process of after the first entity class, yeah, the tools I tended to define everything as we are learned to. And then to really get used to it, that it's everywhere is energies, and everything is energetic, so the entity world is. And to really remind myself daily, even during the business hours with entities, was about mainly to really acknowledge that it's there everywhere and all the time. And I cannot separate from it, because if I try, then it's just like I'm always in the effect of it.
I could break down each line that you said and talk about it for 5 minutes.
I know it's huge, because to put it into words, everything, how huge and energetic is it? It's just like, yeah.
I You said we've been told to define it, you know, and we define it out of existence, actually, you know. And the part that now I'm established in my, I'm going to say, like, in the capacity to be aware, you know.
Mm,
I'm just going to give you an example. Yesterday I was driving to a friend's house, and when I was driving I had like this paranoia coming up. I'm not going to find the house. I'm not going to find the house, you know. And years ago I would be like, that's that's mine. And I would not even question it, you know? In that moment though, I'm saying, if I'm saying it's mine, I'm saying that I feel this by the definition of Rachel O'Brien. Okay. And then I asked, is this an entity? Yes. Okay. How many entities were lost in this land? A lot. Okay. And so, and then first question, is this an entity? So how come when I run the clearings, who are you? Who were you before that? Who were you before that? Who can you be in the future? Okay. And it's so funny. And when I got to my friend's house, they were like, how many people have this point of view about finding places, you know? And so, who are you? Who were you before that? Turn off my phone. Who are you before that? Who are you before that? Who can you be in the future? Any entity that's like a point of view they're lost, that's where I became the point of view physiologically and psychologically. And then I was not present. I was scattered. I had no presence with my body and no clarity. And so I'd run these clearings because they make no cognitive sense to us. What was your job? What was your job for that? What was your job for that? And what can your job be in the future? So you're leading an entity out of a stuck position and a stuck place in time. And one of the things that I have, I'm going to say, discovered on my entity awareness journey is there's way more entities than there are people. Number one. And the amount of entities that are stuck to lands, buildings, houses, the amount of entities that are stuck because they haven't moved to consciousness is wildly, it's wild to have that awareness, you know? And so I run these clearings, very simple, you can use them. And when I run them, I have more peace and I have more presence and I find my own reality of ease, joy, and glory. And I know you came to a Talk to Entities class that I did in Switzerland. And before that class, you were still doubting your awareness, which is actually being the effect of somebody else's point of view, you know? And I've seen you since that class, and I'm pretty sure it was your second or third class.
Second, it was second.
I've seen you since that class become a lot stronger in the knowing that the spirit world is real and true, and you are aware.
Yeah, I was more moving to my energetic capacities.
Yeah.
Defining.
Yeah.
And from the cognitive way of learning and getting things, which I was brainwashed into in school.
Can you say that again? Because that's so powerful. I came away from definitions and worked more with my energetic capacities and energetic awareness.
Yeah, and this is the gift of this talk to the entities classes, that they really are so powerful in reaching to you how energetic we function and to really get it. Especially if somebody like you already use it for a long time. And it took me I don't say the first class wasn't working. It was. It opened something so that I get it clearer next time. And I was just in the space that I needed more support to really break through all the barriers and brainwashing that I just put there in the school. And so that I could move really from definitions and cognitive way of learning and getting things and understanding. That's what the school does, that it brainwash us only to only one way of learning. And
linear definition, this and this and this means this. And there's a lot of us that our true functionality is not linear. I was coping with linear definitions. I was coping with living. And you said something really brilliant. You said, I now am energetically working with what I am aware of. And I would say Talk to the Entities is a supercharge in establishing what you are aware of energetically, you know. And I'm going to say, like, for those people out there, they're like, yeah, I know I saw something out of the corner of my eye, or you know, the house that I'm in right now. I was talking to a friend the other day, and he said that, you know, he was aware of someone being in his bedroom. You know, I was just telling him that there's like a ghost in the bedroom here, and he was like, God, he was like, I'm aware of something in my bedroom, but I hadn't talked to someone about it because, oh, like you're a freak, or you're wrong. But actually, you know what, Vendula, those days are gone now, you know. And there's so many children coming in with these capacities. And I guess the big thing in this is, like, what becomes of you when you die, you know? Like, how do you want to be treated when you no longer have a body? And for me, we have a massive entrainment about death on this planet currently, not in the animal world or in the world of plants and trees or the earth. And so we've all this like judgment of death, and Toxic Entities really supported me to go beyond that, you know, and to recognize that there's a different way of being with death. And so I suppose, I know that I was coping before these classes. I didn't have presence with my body. I didn't have clarity. I certainly didn't have peace and ease when I was aware of suicidal entities, or, you know, wars on lands, or I had all these reactive realities, you know. And what we're saying from a place of total vulnerability. Now, our definition of vulnerability and access is very different to main psychological definitions, which is vulnerability is not having a defense system. It's actually being present with what you're energetically aware of, you know. And so we are vulnerably saying that we have changed this, you know. And did I get it on my first class? Did it make sense? No, I didn't, but it didn't change my life. I do want to say that it dramatic, because for the first time I was like, wow, I am so aware. And when I'm trying to linearize it, I am trying to make me, you know, normal, as in fit into a culture of linearity. That's just not me. I don't learn that way. I don't function that way. Energy is my first language. If I'm interested in something, I learn it really fast. And so I would love to, if you're out there and you're still coping with spirit awareness, and we talk about ghosts, spirits, and we also talk about people and entities, which is a huge topic. We have both. It's been massively beneficial. It's improved my life, my spirit awareness, and I used to consider it a curse, you know. So we invite you to come on an 8-week journey of Talk to the Entities, the beginning. Anything else you'd like to add?
It's huge. Yeah. And 8 weeks is a really great format too, because I always had tendency to be overwhelmed with a lot of the information during the classes.
Yeah.
It's great because there you get lots of education that you didn't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
But it always like, what should I ask? And quickly come with questions. And when the course finished, I go, oh, I could ask this. And this format is really great that we have breaks in between the calls. And for me, it's really good, like sometimes have this format, because then I can have time to settle down everything. And then questions come up and I can ask next time.
Yeah, that's very true, actually. That's really true. Yeah, so you've 8 weeks. And I would say that it takes 5 years to absorb the content. And like it does, you know. So the creator of Talk to Entities, Shannon O'Hara, says read your manual every day for 5 years, you know. And you know, we live in a society that says work it out on your own. No, there are certain areas where you require support and education so that you can actually have ease with your functionality, you know. And for me, it's like, wow, it's just an incredible journey. And I'm so grateful for you, Vendula. You know, I've watched you change and reach for more change. And I guess the big thing about talking into the beginning, repeating it our first time in, it's a massive commitment to yourself, really, and to what you're aware of in regards to the spirit world.
but it brings so much clarity.
Oh yeah.
Which is a big gift. And then you be having clarity, what's your energy, what's your
Yeah.
dominant space, and really keep this.
Yeah. 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 Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Yeah, then if you get it, then and talk to the entities classes, it's a big gift in this. Yeah.
It's so funny. I'm just so grateful for you because I learn so much when I'm with you. I thought the insanity that I was aware of from a lot of the spirits, I have a massive capacity. And I would have said I'm crazy. I had thought that insanity was mine. You know, I
I'm
like,
thinking this quite often.
and then I could hear Shannon saying, anything you defend other than His joy and glory isn't you, you know. And I was defending that. So to acknowledge that I'm so peaceful and I have so much ease and I'm so much joy. When I bought all the sadness that I was aware of was me, when I bought all of the insanity, it's wild to actually know what is me now. And the me that I thought I wasn't. Which is a much bigger conversation. So we invite you. I am so grateful for the tools of access consciousness. I would be dead only for talk to the entities. I know this, you know, there's no way I could have went on the way I went on. And we invite you to a wonderful, magical way of living beyond coping and actually truly enjoying being alive.
Yeah. So we start today.
We start tonight, Central European time, 7, 8 UK. No. Is it 8? 8.
Vice versa. 8 in Central European time, and you will have it 7 in UK.
Thank you so much. I was in Germany for a while, and now I'm back on Irish time. So it is 8 p.m. Central European time, 7 p.m. UK and Ireland. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Thank you. See you soon.
Bye, everyone. What do you know about the spirit world that nobody has ever asked you? Beautiful. Bye, my love.
Ciao.